government in that time in their hospitals started giving therapy. There was a service that you could benefit from. So I found out about that and started going to therapy. Like, I was working on it. I'm so proud of those times. Those times, like, are responsible for how I am alive right now, actually. So I really am proud of myself. And I'm really thankful for my martial arts teacher, like my brother. I'm just going to call him my brother now, because he's my family. So I start training with him again. After that, I start studying for the university entrance exams again, because now I have something that I think I might love to study: gastronomy and culinary arts. So I look up and I want to have a goal, because I actually think I'm a goal-oriented person. Like, this whole story leads to that. Oh, I'm learning about myself. Yeah. So I look up the schools in Turkey and actually in the world as well. So look at the best schools. I found that the best schools in Turkey are for the gastronomy major are Özyeğin and Yeditepe universities. And I note them. I write them to my notebook. Like Özyeğin University, I write down the department, president and staff, like the teachers there, the professors there. Yeah, and I note all of them, like their qualities, like which one would be better. And Özyeğin was more eye-catching and more like, I thought they were a little bit better than the Yeditepe. And I find a school in Italy that was partners with the slow food guys. I will look it up and write it afterwards. I look up for the scholarships options. So I really want to know all of my options. So it was a far-fetched, like, the Özyeğin was a goal that was high enough. Like the Italy one was, yeah. But I really wanted to look at all of my options. So I look at that and see that they have given scholarships only to one person in my country in that particular year. So I ditched that, but it's okay. So I put my target as Yeditepe or Özyeğin, thinking I would make a final decision later on. So I start studying, but plot twist, the gastronomy and culinary arts is not a science-oriented or math-oriented major. You'd actually have to sözel çalışman gerekiyor. So, like the high school I studied in didn't give me the proper education that was needed for that department. What a surprise, right? It's like I wasn't cut out for that at all. What a surprise, right? So I start studying from scratch. Like, I haven't been studying in 2 years properly, and not in high school too. There wasn't a regular studying schedule I had in a long time. And I enrolled in a course after 1.5 months that I have studied alone by myself, and I made some decent progress. I enrolled in the course, and the course was not amazing. They were not really that professional, but it was at least something. And they gave me some stuff. And some of the teachers were really attentive, and some of them lacked. I really despised some of them. Like, there was this history teacher that was slacking always, and he was like homophobic as fuck. Okay, calm down, bitch. Yeah, he was a really dumbass. That's another topic. So yeah, hello. What was I saying? So this is a bad angle. Okay, this is a real bad angle. Like, if I sit on the ground, I'm just head. So, I was talking about the homophobic history teacher that I had. Yeah. So, I study, I go to the course, sometime along the way, I make up with the friends that I lost due to gaslighting and me isolating myself from everyone and not reaching out to them. They reach out to me. We make things, we go over things, which felt amazing. That they took the effort to reach out to me after all those, like, me not reaching out to them. Like, they still caring enough for me to do that. I felt like the luckiest person alive. But I still had some anger, and like, I still had something against them because of the lies my former best friend told me. So we speak to them and we cover those, and at that time I learned those what I heard from my former best friend were lies, and I am shocked, and I cried talking about to my friends. The realization hits hard. Like, everything was a fucking lie, and at that time I had another boyfriend, like I call, like, another cishet boy. Why am I this dumb? But this time, like, I'm working on my mental health and making progress. I thought, like, why not? And he kind of pressured me into this relationship because I didn't know how to say no. And I thought, yeah, he's like a decent person, and I don't want to make him sad. That's what I think. Like, I'm not that of an asshole to say I did it out of pity, but I am saying that I don't think I was particularly looking for a relationship, especially with him. I don't think I had that many romantic feelings, and I suck with romantic feelings. I'm a queer platonic person, and what that means is the line between friendship and love is really blurry for me. I really don't get it. I struggle to get it. So I think I just want to be friends with him, actually. And I mistook it for maybe that was romantic. And he was decent, and I liked human interaction at that time. So I guess I liked that he was decent. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe I did catch feelings. But later on in the relationship, it again felt unnatural to be in a relationship with him. Also, like, this is not a part of him, but I really hated his family. Like, they were dumb ass piece of shits, basically. They accused me of being his partner for they thought I was a gold digger, and they were not even rich. Bitch, what the fuck? Make it make sense, you know? They are really weird. But he was cool. Never mind. But I don't think we were that compatible. We weren't, like, I know you don't have to be alike and enjoy the same things, all of the same things. We were like kind of polar opposites. That's okay in relationships, but overall, I don't think he was my type at all. I don't think I have a specific type, but I don't think he had like a you know, like, he didn't have that qualities that I would find attractive. You know, I I think I fucked up. I think I rushed myself and gave in because he was so determined to have a relationship with me, and I shouldn't have let him because I thought I would do good, but I would have been better off not being in a relationship with him. But I shouldn't have regret it. It was not that pleasant. I'm sorry. But I should move on. Yeah, I should move on. I made a mistake and I accept that. So, after that, yeah, I attained my goal. I made it to a university, and like I was training, and I was so lucky to be able to train in the Istanbul, which Özyeğin University is in, which is the biggest city in Turkey. So you have better options, and which was my dream from early teens, and as a queer person to queer life in, like, they are much more accepting of queers in, like, here, like some parts of Istanbul here. So I would be able to be more myself, and I would have more options. And like, from I was a tween, I was obsessed with the queer life in Istanbul. I would follow I would follow like all the queer influencers, the drag queens, like the friend groups, the queer friend groups even. I would follow all of them on Instagram that lived in Istanbul. That lived in Instagram. What the fuck am I saying? Yeah, I would be so envious of them, and I would always want to be a part of them. I would be fascinated with how they were living their lives. I just wanted that so badly. I was unhealthily obsessed, maybe, but I think I was just coping as a queer person in a small city. That was it. I really wanted an outlet like that, like options like that, to be more true to myself, and more like social, like more friends, like the groups that like the friends group they had, that was filled with queer people. I envied that. I wanted that. I aspired to be like that. So I was there, and I had all these options. So for the first time, like I'm in my first year, like we're getting near to the end of it. Like the first semester, I fucking nailed it. Like, for the first 3 months was not that great because 3 weeks, sorry. I struggled to adapt, and struggled to find places to train. I felt lost, so I fucked up a little bit. But I had fun. I didn't unhealthily isolated myself like I did in the past. I think I partied with my friends learned some stuff, and took it slowly. Looking at that time now, I think it was pretty healthy that I didn't rush things, even even that I didn't do it by noticing it, but it was kind of like by fault. Like it just happened like that. But I think that made sense, and that was normal. So after 3 weeks, I found places to train. I find amazing people. I find